Hello, my friends. Brian King here. Something came up with my middle son this week that caused me to revisit a conversation that I had with my oldest son probably a couple years ago. And that is the puzzlement over why so many classmates are out of control, talking back, bullying each other, when my son decides to be kind, respectful, studious, and I gave him the same advice that I gave to my son, my older son, a couple years ago. And that is, they're acting that way because they want different results than you do. And when you start looking at things in terms of what is right behavior, what is wrong behavior, what is right thinking, what is wrong thinking, and you look at American politics, holy cow. Democrats and Republicans are so far apart on the things they want to do. You look at the Republicans and the Democrats would say it's hurtful, it's painful, and they're hurting people, and I personally agree with that. And the Republicans look at the Democrats and saying, man, they're teaching people to be irresponsible and be dependent and all that stuff. And you ask, why are they so different? Why are they so far apart? It's because they want different results. And when you find out what results they're looking for, then their behavior begins to make sense. When you look at a child that just wants to belong more than anything else, and they want it so bad that their morals kind of take a back seat. So the nice kid is suddenly lured into stealing, is lured into smoking, and things that you might not even imagine that they would do. You'd say, what? I taught you better. I raised you better than that. Why are you doing this stuff? Well, because my need, the outcome of being included, accepted, overrid everything else. It's all about understanding that outcome. Then you will understand the behavior. Why do people, rob houses? Why do people do armed robberies? Well, you find out that it isn't because they're necessarily mean, immoral, evil people. They got a drug habit they can't kick. And all they're thinking about is that next high because they're in such physical pain without that high. And they're thinking about relief of their suffering, and it overrides everything else. So they do this outrageous behavior that if you were of, all of your faculties, you wouldn't even conceive of it. But this person wants a different outcome than you do. You see what I'm getting at? We talk in these generalities in terms of what's right, what's wrong. And I'm not talking about it in a moral sense. We could be here all day talking about that. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, and so on. But in everyday matters, when you see somebody misbehaving, you see somebody in a bad mood, you see somebody that almost on a daily basis treats other people badly, you can say that's an awful person. He's just a mean person. Or you can ask yourself, what results is he after? What does he want to get? What experience is his outcome? Once you understand that, you will understand the behavior. Because too much time we spend saying, why does he act like that? We need to change this kid's behavior. This kid's behavior is completely unacceptable. Or I need to give that person a good talking to and let him know why his behavior just doesn't sit right with me. Wrong approach. The behavior is the result of the desired outcome. Figure out what this person wants. Figure out what result they're after. Chances are it's different from yours, which is why you have an issue with it. So don't come at it from your perspective. That I need to convince this person of what I believe. I need to convince this person that I'm right. Losing battle. You want different outcomes. Your main priority is to find out what this other person wants. So that is your homework, your mission, should you choose to accept it. If you want to keep this conversation going, and I hope you do, just say some things under the comments. We'll keep going about it. Oh, Dan says, I know one thing that's right, my awesome shirt. Kudos to you, Dan. Yeah, I'm a big Star Wars nerd, and I'm not apologetic about it. So, take this, share it with other people. I'm sure they can benefit as well. This has been Brian, and we will talk again soon.